G'day ladies and gents, and welcome to Aussie Real Talk, where today we're going to pull up a chair or a throne and have a chat about the first episode of HBO's A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Set roughly 100 years before Game of Thrones, the series follows an aspiring hedge knight by the name of Dunk, or Sir Duncan the Tall as is known by the end of the episode. Recently separated from his master and mentor through death, Dunk sets his sights on entering a tourney, a jousting competition against other knights, in the hope of winning riches, comfort and honour. As the tourney draws closer, Dunk forms a working relationship with a young squire named Egg, and together the series promises an unlikely pairing, navigating societal, political and physical divisions in a world that is very familiar, yet clearly trying something new. Right from the opening scene, the show makes it clear that its tone is quite different from its predecessors, Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon. It's funny, genuinely funny. There's a mix of dark and light humour, including the occasional poop joke. There's still the coarse language and nudity fans of the franchise have come to expect, but this series is built differently. Cutaway-style comedic beats, not unlike Family Guy, pop up throughout the episode, often tying back to stories or anecdotes being told in the present. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms presents itself as something of a hybrid. On one hand, it makes sure to name-drop familiar houses, places and history, reminding you that this is firmly part of the Game of Thrones universe. On the other hand, it feels closer in spirit to A Knight's Tale, with its simplicity, heart, theme, plot, and sense of humour. Where Game of Thrones juggled a massive number of storylines and characters, House of the Dragon trimmed that back somewhat. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms goes even further. One main story, one central character, and largely one setting. The result is a show that feels much smaller in scope and reach, but that's not a criticism. Yes, the sprawling political intrigue and back and forth power plays across multiple locations are mostly absent, which slows the pace compared to earlier entries. But in return, the audience is given time to really sit with Dunk, a likeable, awkward protagonist who clearly has much bigger stories ahead of him. The standouts here are the production elements. The scenery is classic Game of Thrones, sweeping mountain ranges, medieval towns and dusty roads that help wash the bitter taste of Season 8 from your mouth, something House of the Dragon has also been working hard to do. The music isn't grand or epic, but it fits the tone perfectly, and the costuming is humble yet incredibly faithful to the world. Sir Lionel Baratheon, also known as the Laughing Storm, is a particularly fun addition. He brings a charisma that occasionally gives off Peter Dinklage vibes without feeling like a cheap imitation. Real talk, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is a pleasant and surprisingly cozy watch. The acting and production design are first class, exactly what we've come to expect from HBO, and the story is clearly teasing larger stakes and deeper character arcs to come. It's a smaller story, no doubt, but Dunk's larger-than-life physique mirrors the heart the show is trying to build, as we follow an unlikely hero who dares not only to dream, but to chase honour and success. It's only the first of 6 episodes in Season 1, but I'm enjoying what the show has offered so far. Let's go 3.5 out of 5 from Aussie Real Talk, and hope it continues to build on the sturdy foundation it's laid. Thanks for listening. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the first episode, and if you've read the novella, how do you think it's stacking up as an adaptation so far? And if you enjoyed this review, throw us a like and be sure to subscribe for more to come. Cheers.